Do your actions always work? Of course not. Most people in life fail much more often than they succeed. In fact, the most successful people are the most successful people because they failed more than anybody else. People in life, out of the fear of failure, don't try anything at all. That's ultimate failure. You got to get yourself to take action. You got to get yourself to follow through, and you got to be willing to notice whether it's working or not. Notice what you're getting from your actions.
Most people are afraid to set great dreams and set big goals because of the fear of failure. There's something much worse than failure. It is the fear of failure.
Failure is not final, it's formative. It is part of the process. It's part of the journey. Your failure matters as much as your success. How do you think you're going to grow if you don't ever fail? Yet some of you have failed and you have decided, well, guess what? I'm a failure. No, failure is an event. It is never a person.
Develop your own compass and trust it. Take risks. Dare to fail. You're going to fall down, but the world doesn't care how many times you fall down, as long as it's one fewer than the number of times you get back up.
If you take people and you expose them voluntarily to things that they are avoiding and are afraid of, they know they need to overcome in order to meet their goals, their self-defined goals. If you can teach people to stand up in the face of the things they're afraid of, they get stronger. And you don't know what the upper limits to that are. If for 10 years, if you didn't avoid doing what you knew you needed to do, by your own definitions, within the value structure that you've created, to the degree that you've done that, what would you be like?
Fear is not real. The only place that fear can exist is in our thoughts of the future. It is a product of our imagination, causing us to fear things that do not at present and may not ever exist. That is near insanity. Do not misunderstand me. Danger is very real, but fear is a choice.
The impulse to dream has been slowly beaten out of me through the experience of life. Most people have stopped living their dreams because of the lessons they've learned from life, things they've picked up because we've only been born with two fears. Fear of a loud sound, the fear of fall. All the other fears are fears we learn, fears we pick up. Whatever you're scared of, value you brought to the planet, far more important. Whatever you're afraid of, you're stronger. So as we begin to look toward the future and look at what will it take for us to break through those fears, one, acknowledging the fear, knowing it's all right. Some fear is healthy. Beginning to know that your dreams, your passions, your drive to achieve whatever it is you want, as it has more power and meaning, it will move you past your fears. As you begin to feel that you deserve it, your passion and goal is so strong, fears won't matter.
If you want to change yourself, if you want to acquire something, if there's some goal that you want to reach, changing your behaviors, overcoming negative habits, it's challenging. It's hard. Most people go through life never discovering what their talents are. Most people never develop their talents. When you step into your fears and continue to push yourself to go on, something happens for you. If you don't develop the courage to do that which has been given you to do, and you spend a lot of time going around trying to convince other people, trying to get their approval, what will happen is that you will lose your nerve. And other people will convince you that what you're doing doesn't have any value. And you'll give up on your dream. How much time do you have left?
And maybe we don't need 10,000 hours of practicing courage, but we could become cognizant of how we let fear manifest itself in our daily lives, and instead counteract that, so we could get past our fears and do the things that we're meant to do and be the people we're meant to be. And there was something that had been on my heart and something that I had been thinking about, but had long let fear get in the way of. And in doing so, I realized that I had come into a whole new world. I had come up with my plan for how I was going to change the world.